So to wrap things up here, Ken, the podcast, I'm going to open up with a bit of a question that we can look back on. Taylor Hall, does he stay? Does he go?
He goes.
He goes?
100%.
He goes?
100%.
He goes.
I think he stays.
No.
Just the
I'm
way
going with he stays.
just the way he's been playing, I don't think there's a team that's going to be like, okay, yeah, this is what we need.
I'm gonna
Those
say
big
go.
fat lip of his loves Buffalo. He's staying.
How old is he?
I think he stays.
I'm gonna say go.
He's 28.
I don't see him staying. Like, he's 28. He's in his prime right now. Like, he's not going to go to a team that clearly has no direction in the next 3 years.
Yeah, but what team has won the cap to sign him? Because even though he's had a bad year, he's still going to be like $4 or $5 million dollars, and that's a contender.
I think for sure
But-
he'll be farmed out as a rental this year, right? So he'll get an opportunity, maybe go to Toronto, maybe go to Colorado or something, right? I think for sure Buffalo want to get something for him, even if it's pennies on the dollar, and then they go from there. There's going to be some team with any team is better than Buffalo.
And if Buffalo retain 50% of his salary, which they might not have to do, but let's just say they have to, it's only $4 million for Taylor Hall. Teams are going to see what he's been in the past and go, I want a guy like that on our team. I think we can fix him, turn him around, and play really well, even if it's just for the playoffs. It would be, if they retain 50%, it's $4 million. It's not a big gamble. Maybe another team doesn't make Buffalo take 50%, but also from Buffalo's standpoint, he's saying, yeah, I might stay. Sometimes he's saying, oh, I'm listening to offers. It might be too risky, and having more wingers might not be the right play anyway. So I think you might as well trade him and maybe have a talk before going, hey, if you want to come back at the end of the year, we'll offer you a contract. We'll be interested. But for now, go try to win.
But at that point, like, what do you think you're going to get for a return from Taylor Hall? Because I don't think at this point you'd probably retain, and you get maybe like an AHLer and like a 4th round pick.
Anything's
Nothing
better than
great.
that.
I think you're going to get more than that. I think
You're going to get more than that.
more team. So many times we see teams trade for players or sign players who were good a couple years ago and then had a couple bad seasons or a bad season because they go, those teams failed him. We won't fail him. We will make him.
From what I've been reading from the inside sources is the Sabres want a 1st round pick and a prospect and like a bottom to middle 6 guy. And while at the start of that offer, a lot of NHL executives came out and said they're being a bit optimistic if they think they're going to get a 1st. From what I've read is while the Sabres aren't actively shopping them, apparently a bidding war is starting to form because Colorado wanted Hall, but now St. Louis is looking at him because they're struggling incredibly.
And Hoffman's
right?
struggling.
So if they can really take advantage and get this betting war, I bet you they'll get a 1st for him. I bet you someone's going to
I think for sure he's going before the deadline.
Just for
Let me
his
tell you this, James.
perspective, though, just from Taylor Hall's perspective, is he going to want to finish the rest of the year in Buffalo and then negotiate for a contract? He's not going to get very much money. If he
I
can
think they're going to try to sign him before they trade him.
If he can do that, then he's trying to sign at a low. He's trying to sign where he's been the worst.
He just
the
hasn't
worst of the
worked
worst.
out. Exactly, JJ.
If he goes to a really good team, gets 20 points in under 20 games, or gets even 10 points in a short amount of time, then teams could be like, that's the Taylor Hall we know, and he'll have that much more negotiating power, especially if he has a good playoff run.
Austin is having nothing of what we're saying
I'm
here.
having none of it.
He's having none
Let
of
me
this.
let me convince you in a different way. The most ideal situation for Buffalo this year is we trade Taylor Hall, we recoup some assets, we hopefully have a strong draft, and then we go forward free agency, whatever, right? What have we learned from this entire episode, time and time and time again, is that the Buffalo Sabres, without fail, rain or snow, holiday or not holiday, they will go out of their way to disappoint you. And
Holiday.
you're goddamn right they're going to sign Hall, and they're going to sign him for too much money, and they're going to sign him for too long, and he's going to retire a Buffalo Sabres.
They're not going to take that risk.
That is my
They
final
can't.
sale.
They should sign him for the same length as Skinner, same contract. Why not?
9 times
Why not?
8, and we'll just have Skinner, Eichel, and Hall play.
Defense,
telling you.
zero. Zero defense.
Hell, he knew it was going to happen. And
That
we
line
can,
would
you
score
know,
700 goals in the NHL in 1 year, guaranteed.